beginning at the party, and Joan and everyone is getting ready for the big event. It's Joan's 50th birthday party. Would you care to say hello, Joan?
I am overheated already. It's only the beginning.
Cranberries and pecans.
And swearing.
We didn't hear that. It didn't make it on the film.
Okay.
It's actually quite sensitive. It picks up quite a lot.
Completely unfazed.
Great pineapple cutter, yeah. We got the sharpie knife and the soft top pineapple. Yummy, yummy, tummy. You coming to party later. You have some too.
Beautiful too. Did you make it?
I did.
I like it. It's a wisdom stick.
Yes, it is.
Yay.
Full of wisdom. It's going to speak. Oh, good. Here's Sabrina. Some of our wise people have to make their way out to the circle.
Oh, I love this. Are there empty seats?
Well. I'm a windbag, that is for sure, and I can talk for, I got an A in extemporaneous speech.
You're a good one to start us off.
So it could go on, but I suppose if there was any wisdom I would offer is to live a balanced life, as best as possible. To keep, and I know there probably, you can come up with more than, what I would call four intelligences. But to me, there, of course, is your IQ, and then they came out with the EQ, your emotional intelligence. But then I would say there's a PQ, your physical intelligence, and then your SQ, or your spiritual intelligence. And to me, it's good to have a nice balance of all four to really have a productive and full life. And if you get really out of whack,
I'm still working on embodying what I believe is wisdom, and so what my mantras are like trust and relax. That's the first thing that comes to me when I go, oh, what do I do? Trust and relax. And then if I'm nervous, I think I have nothing to prove, nothing to fear, nothing to hide, nothing to be but me. And I'm finding that the more I think, and we can be ourselves and do the thing that you really love, because it's going to hound you all your life anyway. So try to do it, and the more I do it, the more we do it, I think the happier we are, the more fulfilled, and paradoxically, the more lovable we are, because we're just being ourselves. We're not thinking about trying to please anybody. And never persist. I'm very persistent, so I'm never going to give up. Never give up. Like Arthur said, things are going to change all the time. You're going to think that you're still, this wonderful thing I'm going through now is this wonderful work or this relationship or everything is going to stay, and it's not going to. It's all going to change, and that's okay. The good stuff and the bad stuff. It's all, this too shall pass. And I think that's enough for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
I have to go last.
Nile is a river in Egypt.
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So now you know. I'm 66 and a half.
Oh my
So, my wisdom is passed on from my mother and from her mother. And my mother always said, Barbara, you don't know until you've walked in another person's shoes. And that's how you live your life. When somebody doesn't give you a smile, give it to them anyway, because you don't know what they've just been through. You don't know where they've been. And I read this wonderful story. I can't remember who wrote it, but it's everything I needed to know I learned in kindergarten. And that's the truth. You learn how to take turns. You learn how to have respect for other people. And you learn to share your treats. And that's my wisdom.
I don't want to be old enough to be able to take this. I will be 51 August 4th.
Oh, wow.
Almost, I'm just barely old enough to have the stick. So anyway, so what would I like to say? My words of wisdom are, oh, now I'm going to cry. Okay, so, it kind of feels a little, I can't think of the right word. Who am I to say, here's some words of wisdom? But one of the things that was really helpful to me was starting to meditate. Start meditating younger. Don't wait. That's number one. And the hardest part about meditation for me was being still. Because I'm a dancer. I want to move. Thank you very much. This, yoga and being still. Oh, come on, I'm a whole warrior. How on is a drag? I want my dance class where you can do the big movements. Anyway, but part of the reason that was difficult is because being still, you get all these things come up. All these feelings, all these sensations come up. And so, and my way to deal with that was to, put a lot of energy into resisting it. And what I found is that, if you embrace it, it'll change like that. So whenever there's something that's really uncomfortable, if you can embrace whatever that discomfort is, it will change a lot more quickly. And it will not stay the same. And so learning to be able to be still and whatever that discomfort is, just stay with it for a little bit. And it changes into something else, but it's not the same thing. So meditation was helpful for doing that. So go forth and meditate.
Walked out of the barn, walked over to the middle of the barnyard, right where that bird was laying in the mud, freezing to death. It pooped right on top of the bird.
Oh.
Well, all of a sudden, life wasn't too bad. It was warm, and they thought, well, maybe I'm going to make it. Well, the fox was watching this whole thing happen. The fox saw this happen, walked out to the middle of the barnyard, dug the bird out of the poop, and ate it, and swallowed it whole. So, the moral to the story is, someone might be doing you a favor by pooping on you, and someone might not be doing you a favor by digging you out of the crap.
Yay! Thank you, Ray.
That was stinky wisdom.
Any other 50-year-old?
50 up.
No?
No, there are. 50 plus. Some of us are 40.
Sure, why not?
Yay, John.
I'm John. Not everybody knows. I know Joan and Justice for a long time. Well, not that long a time. Julie for quite a while through my wife. Yeah, I'm 58. I admit it. Wisdom, I have one bit of wisdom. I lost my job just recently. 26 years at the same place, and they needed to leave somebody off, so they laid me off. I could have been really upset about that. It could have been a real tragedy. But I chose to look at it as sort of an adventure. And that's what we're doing. We've got a big adventure that we're launching out on. And it's very exciting. And so I think the moral of the story is, there is one, is that you have to keep looking at life like a child. You have to keep walking outside and striking out anew. And not worrying about what the past was or what you have to work through, but just to look forward to the next day for whatever adventure it brings you. And it helps to sit with the chair closest to the fire. Anybody else?
Now, part of this also for me has been persistence. The one thing I've learned in life is persistence alone is omnipotent. My father shared that with me when I was probably in my 20s. And I had the saying somewhere stuck on my wall for years and years. And basically, through history, genius is not rewarded. great fortune may be lost, families, friends may desert you, but the one thing more important than anything else in this lifetime is persistence. So for me, I will say that, A, my persistence of looking for the right relationship paid off. The persistence of following my own dreams has led to some amazing inventions, of which still going forward and having some amazing times. Not too often I get to shake hands with quarterbacks in the NFL or Major League Baseball players. And I was the last kid that got picked in elementary school to play the game. To where now, next weekend, persistence. I have my first infomercial coming out. And I just keep, every day. Some days I feel like Sisyphus, putting the stone up at the top of the hill and wake up in the morning at the bottom of the hill. But I have to say, in my life, the one lesson I've learned more than anything else is simply, if you have a dream, a goal, love, or any other reason, to stay with it, be persistent. Never give up, never surrender.
I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking, what wisdom do I have to share? And I thought, what I have found is given me the greatest wisdom is to experiment with life, to try all kinds of different things. And I've always done that. I've always, I remember in my 20s, one day I was singing with the Christians, and the next day I was in a mosh pit with some headbangers. And that's great variety. I like it. I can find out what I like. So that would be my wisdom: is life is for living, and just try everything that appeals to you in the smallest way. And so finally, and over to the elder.
My name is Sandy, and I'm a recovered alcoholic, 25 years, and I second everything that was said here. I am 73. I will be 74 in January 28th, and I so remember being in my 20s and looking at people who were in their 40s and thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to be like that, And here I am. And I tell you, every day I get up, I am so grateful to be alive. I am just filled with gratitude for this life and for this wonderful teaching that we share of oneness. And what I really I've been trying not to think about this all week, and of course trying not to think about something is like thinking about it. But, I've just really come to realize I have 5 children, and, I always think I know what's best for them, and, they should do this, they should, I've learned to keep my mouth shut about that pretty much. But I still have my opinions, and they're worthless. It just came to me that, every single thing that's happened to me, everything that I thought was stupid or wrong or whatever, every little detour I took in life always ended up being for my highest good, And at the end of the day, if I drop dead tomorrow, I've had a magnificent life. It's been wonderful. And, I realize I have to, let my children have that same experience. They have their own GPS system. And it's not for me they're all grown up, for crying out loud, I have, my youngest is, I have to think, I have so many. My youngest is 33, and my oldest is 53. So, all they need me for is to listen. That's really all they need me for at this point in their lives. And we have great relationships, and, life is just wonderful. It's, being 73 is awesome. Awesome. What I say is do yoga
and meditate. Let me tell you, yoga will keep you young.
It has done so for you. Thank you, everyone, for participating. And now let's have a cake.
That's a mean cake.
Can I just say one thing? I
That's it.
just
I'll
want
let
to
go.
thank
That's good.
Joan for giving us the opportunity of this unique and wonderful experience, and personally thank her for so many unique and new experiences in my life.
I do, for a matter of fact.
Dog.